Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Very on this beautiful, amazing Labor Day. I am guessing most of you guys are out at a park or doing something, celebrating. So I'm assuming most everybody's going to catch this one on the replay, but that's all right. Replays are fantastic. So I'm doing my huge. I'm getting oiled up. I started with some abundance because today we're going to be talking about all the business things. So I figured we should start with there. Again, I know I have shared this before, but you guys need to get yourself some abundance and be putting it on your feet and have it in your diffuser the entire time you are doing this 90-day hustle. And I'm going to put on a little bit of peppermint because, well, I think peppermint because I'm kind of addicted to peppermint. What is your oil that you are like addicted to? Can't live without. I go through so much peppermint. It's my baby. That one, and of course, my frankincense. I love my frankincense. So tell me which ones you are addicted to. So I'm going to go ahead and get going because, like I said, we are really trying to keep these at 15 to 20 minutes. I think we've done pretty good so far. I think I've seen a 7-minute one on there with Miss who did one that was like 7 minutes long? I think it was Karen Mallory did one. So you're going to notice a whole bunch of different speakers that we have lined up for this whole 90 days. And the plan is someone will pop in on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and just give you their vivid. I'm going to be in on either Tuesday or Thursday, and I will do a longer one, kind of taking us through some of the different steps and things that you can do. But it will just be hit and miss, whatever we want to go with. And I want you to know this. So here's where I think we get confused. So in this incentive, we're going to be doing all kinds of videos, but you don't have to watch all the videos. You don't have to spend, there's so many groups, and most people we've got, our core group, and then we've got our uplines group and our uplines group and our upline group and our upline, and then we have all the people that you love and that you're like, oh my gosh, you gotta see everything they do. They're just, this is the thing. You can spend so much time in all of the groups that you get distracted from the real stuff. So I want you to start using your time more effectively. I want you to go into your team groups and look at stuff and interact with certain things, but I don't want you to spend so much time there that you're not doing the business, that you're not out there actually introducing other people. So the same is true for this 1090. I don't expect you to watch videos 4 days a week in this group, even though we're keeping them short. But I do want you to pick out the ones that you go, ooh, that might be an issue for me. So like today, we're talking about income producing activity versus busy work. And I want to help you identify the difference. And being busy all the time, it does not take you to Royal Crown Diamond. It is not what does it. It is being effective with your time. So I want to help you be able to build your team in the fastest way possible where you still get to have a life at the same time. So I want to help you to be able to identify that. So if you don't know what IPAs are, IPAs, it literally stands for income producing activities. So let me just ask you a quick one, just to kind of get the rundown of how this is going to go. Is watching a ton of videos on Facebook, even if they're Young Living, even if they're motivational, is that an income producing activity? Probably not. An income producing activity is something that you do that helps you to enroll a new member, that helps you to get that new member on Essential Rewards so that you can increase your overall team OGV, helping your people rank up. Those are income producing activities. Everything else kind of falls over into the category of busy work. So I want to cover some things that, because I'll sit down with people and counsel and be like, okay. And they'll be like, I am working 12 hours a day, Shannon. I am all about Young Living. I do it all. You don't even know. And I go, okay, well, let's break it down. What are you doing? Like, where's that activity actually at? And this is what I usually get. Well, I watched so and so's video, or I went into our team group and I filled out this, and then I checked on this group and I checked on that group, or I was scrolling on Facebook. Y'all don't usually tell me that, but I know you're doing that too. You got going on Instagram and you had to swipe up and buy this and swipe up and buy that, and all those things. They seem really important, but in the end, they're busy work. They're things that are taking that golden amount of time that you have so that you can build and share, and you're using it for stuff that isn't going to increase your team size. So some other things. Let's see. mailing out a ton of stuff. So I know this is one of those. I know some of you are all about the happy mail, and that's just not my gifting. It's not my thing. But that can be okay. That can be a way to increase your essential rewards or to maybe introduce Young Living to people. But I think that you can also go overboard on that. It's really time. It's a time stealer, making all the envelopes, ordering all the stuff. How much time do you spend picking which stuff you're going to be able to mail out and all the different things? We need to be more time effective. So if you're going to do happy mail, set a time. Say, I'm going to do that from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock every other Thursday. That's when you're going to order stuff, find stuff, pack stuff, fill it out, and get it out there so that you're able to be about the business of doing some of the income producing activities, which are again what? It's enrolling people, helping people get on essential rewards, increasing overall OGV. And we're going to talk about part of how you can do that. Responding to other people's, reposting other people's links. So you see something cute that somebody else posted, and then you take that and then you just repost it on yours, and your entire feed is you reposting a ton of different people's things. Some things I want you to think about. If somebody posts something from their blog or something that they wrote, something they did, and you turn around and you repost it, and a friend of yours sees it, when they see that, they follow up, they go to the blog of somebody else, and that's not you. So if somebody decides to get enrolled, a lot of times that enrollment goes to somebody else because you were sharing other people's stuff. So you are better off to take a picture of your abundance, click, put it on, and be like, oh my gosh, this one just makes me feel so good. I just know things are drawing into me. Or grab something like your Cool Azul and post a picture of you rubbing Cool Azul on your knee. You're going to be more effective at that. Plus, it doesn't take you 45 hours to edit that or copy that or create that. And pictures on the algorithm for Facebook, pictures show up higher than graphics do. So if you're just posting somebody else's graphic, you're not going to get the same hit as you are if you, because so you can read something somebody does and be like, oh, that's so cool. And you can say, post a picture of you with the product. So you got your Cool Azul. Like I just read an article about Cool Azul and how great it is for your knees, man. Rub some on your knees and tell me how much you like it. Click, take a picture. That's time effective. That is getting those hits back to you. So if somebody is interested, then there's nobody else for them to link to. You're the only person that they can chit chat with because you're the person that posted the picture. Let's see what some other stuff. Organizing your office. I work better in a clean environment, but organizing my office is busy work. That doesn't enroll a single solid person. There's never going to be a time where you're organizing your office and somebody knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock. I was just walking by your house and I just sensed that you had a really clean office and I want to enroll in Young Living with you. Like, that's not how that works. You have to be out there chit chatting and talking with people, whether it is online in all the different groups or whether you're literally outside chit chatting and talking with people. Either way, that's where the new leads are going to come from. Creating a website. If you don't already have a website, just move on. That means that's not your primary demographic, okay? So if you don't already have a blog and you don't already have people you know, that's probably not going to be where you're going to do it. When you look at these amazing bloggers that we have in Young Living that have built Young Living very quickly, it's because they had spent the years developing the website, the following, the people. So when they got into Young Living and they introduced that into their already active organization, their active web blog that they had going on, that's why they had so many people enroll and all that happen. If you don't already have that and you are spending hours trying to develop that, that's just busy work. That's not going to be where you're going to get the majority of your people because that hasn't been what you do. That's not your personality. However, maybe you're a horse trainer, maybe you're a horse trainer. Yeah, we train horses. Maybe you work at a farm. Those are the people in your universe. You're a homeschooler. You have a homeschool group. Those are the people in your area. And it's more time effective to talk to the people that are already in your sphere of influence than try to, create a completely new thing that you don't already have. That can be just a lot of busy work. Stop. I already said this, stalking and spending time at other people's websites, looking at all the stuff they have, or comparing your site to their site. Just move beyond that stuff. It is not time effective. It's not good. Taking the time to write a book. I have so many books inside me, things that I want to write and do. But the truth is, I decided a long time ago, until I go Royal Crown, I'm not going to take the time to do that because I want my energy and my time focused. Now, if you are We'll throw Sarah Harnash out there. Sarah was already, as a radio personality, she had to write stuff for a living and she had to write quickly so she could be ready for the next story. So her sitting down and doing a book, it's a huge um, gift of love, her doing that, but that doesn't take her months and months and months to develop that. So she was able to build her business and talk to people while she did it because it was a skill set, an area she already ran in. So that is a completely different thing. So if you have those things inside you and you're like, oh, I want to develop a system for XYZ, and then you have to take 3 months to develop the system, where in 3 months you could have ranked up. I'm just saying, you've got to decide what is the payout, what is it worth to you, what's going to happen if you do your next thing. I'm creating a ton of graphics. That's not Young Living makes those things for us, and your upline makes them. We don't need 52,000 people making a graphic for the upcoming promos for the month because they're going to be shared all over the place. I'm going to say it again. We don't all have to make our own graphic for the upcoming promos because you've got so many other people doing it. Focus your time and your energy and go, you know what? I'm going to let that hour and a half go that I would have had to use to make all those. And I'm going to just go with something that Young Living has already made. So you can take theirs, you can download them, you can put your own words on there, or you can share them just the way it is. People are going to figure out what the incentives are. I promise you. Gossip. This one, like, I feel like I should write in huge letters. Comparing ourselves to other people or how so and so did it and gossiping about they should do this and they should do that. And I can't believe she did this. That is not time effective. It is not good business and it is not taking you towards your goal. Ripping somebody else down will never elevate you because the people you're talking about, they hear that and they know that's what you're doing and they assume you're going to do the same thing to them. So you're not creating community, you're not working towards a goal, and it's not time effective. Gossiping and all that garbage, it's not going to get you where you want to go. So take that one right out of the list. If you hear yourself saying, don't tell anybody, but then you need to shut your mouth because what you're getting ready to say is not edifying or growing anything. And that goes on all of it. You're mad because an oil is out of stock and you start griping and complaining about that. That's not elevating. That's not doing anything good. You heard about the shipping being free and you're like, but I thought it was going to be, you know what? It's free. Free. It's free. I don't care if it takes 3 weeks to get there. If you don't want it to take 3 weeks, you can still pay for shipping. That didn't change. You still have the opportunity to be able to do that. So you still get to make your choices. And we need to talk about things that are good and positive because energy, this is where your energy is. If you're having to put out fires and you're talking negative, your energy starts to dip and you do less. If instead, here's your energy and you're talking about the good things and the way that we can elevate it and what we can do it, and we're talking about positive stuff, I'm telling you, it will show up in the way that you speak and the way that people see you and what they think about you when you're around them. I promise those people are listening to stuff. Let's see. Taking forever looking in your downline, trying to see what happened that was wrong. So you only have this much time in a day, this much. And if you're like, oh, I got to go through my organization and see every single ER and see what happened. Why didn't that one pop? And you call a person, why didn't your essential rewards go through? And you're having to do this constantly. It is you get what you're looking for. The way our brain works. If I am looking for the people that are dropping off because I want to send them a message so that they stay, I'm going to see more people dropping off because you create that reality. So I don't look in my group for people that are dropping off. I don't look in my group for ERs that didn't pop or mistakes that happened or if so and so did such and such and in the gossipy nitpicky stuff. I'm looking through my group for the people that just enrolled their first person. Oh, I'm looking for the people that suddenly their ER went from 150 and it's at 400. I'm like, wow. And that's the kind of people I want to call and say, what is going on, girl? I see you got a whole bunch of stuff. How exciting. I'm looking for the people that are doing amazing things. And guess what I get to find? You get what you think about. I get to see people that are enrolling people. I get to see a group people on my team that are leveling up and doubling up. Those are the things that I look for. That's where I spend that little extra time so that I get the results. I'm looking for people that are looking for more, that are doing better, and things happen. And because I guarantee you, if somebody has an ER and something goes wrong and they need help with it, they will message you. So they will send a message and go, Shannon, my order didn't come in. Well, what do you mean your order didn't come in? Let's see what Live Help has to say. And we'll go right online and we'll run through how they have to take care of it. It's just a little bit different perspective. So I made a joke with one of my people just this past week. About being the squeaky wheel. So those people, they'll squeak, they'll let you know what they need. I don't have to spend my time and my energy because here's the deal. People are going to stop ER is what it is. They're going to have months where they skip it. They're going to forget to change their credit card. And those that forgot to change their credit card, get this. Do you know what they'll do? They'll catch it and they'll go in and they'll fix it. But I mean, if your upline is all about doing that, you do you. I'm just saying, we get what we put out. We get what we look for. I'm not looking for all the errors. I'm looking for the amazing things. Let's see. Answering the same question over and over and over is just not time effective. So if you have questions that in your team are asked all the time, make yourself a Word document and and just be a file of answers. So you can look under, itchy butt. And you can go, somebody has a question on itchy butt. You can go under your file, itchy butt, and you look, and